conversions off them, why not keep going with it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a way to play the game, and it's a way to play into the tournament. Like, he's out here trying to improve his chances for victory first and foremost. Meanwhile, Sumgai, it's interesting because he is full tilt in the other direction. It is like, yeah, I know Pichu can be extremely volatile, extremely punishing, but if he's playing on point, characters die in a thought.
And just speak of the devil right now, right? He's already kind of throwing him off stage, trying to get those percent conversions right there that Pichu's obviously so good at.
Yeah, looking for down tilts. I mean, it's really going to be on Pink Cage to try and prolong the battle as much as possible.
Definitely.
Game & Watch can play a very safe, like almost unwhiff punishable game if you allow him to. Meanwhile, Sumgai really choosing to try and play out of shield and try to play as grounded as possible.
Yeah. Definitely, right? Some guy you see here is just getting really nice. Whenever Pink Cage is landing kind of next to him, he's able to get these really nice. Generally, the nairs, they're quick attacks. He's able to do really nice, just racking on some percent.
Wow, he almost
But
died.
you got to remember, right? Game & Watch can just knock you off the top, right? Especially because these characters are both two of the lightest in the game. We're going to be seeing kills early and often out here.
Yeah, Pichu by far the lightest, and Game & Watch not far behind him. I think at 3rd or 4th.
So it's around there.
Like these are characters that explode. And
just the fact that nearly killed with like a back air at 100 is absurd.
And we get to see Sumgai try and play a much more patient neutral. And we haven't seen, and for good reason, there has been 0 Thunder Jolts.
No, absolutely not.
It is all
No.
neutral. It's just dash dancing, it is footsies, it's back and forth,
Definitely.
and it's finding these back airs out of shield. Every time Pink Cage wants to try for a cross-up, he's not allowed.
Both of these characters have such volatile combo games, but not quite against each other, right? They're both so light, they're able to kind of fall out of things easier. They're able to negate some of the effects. So neither side truly seems like they want to, fully commit to their most aggressive option. Instead, like you said, playing it safe, playing that neutral. Some guy in particular, right? Just trying to rack on that percent as you can, get plenty of your great kill options off.
Yeah, cutting his combo off short, respecting that Game & Watch has things like down air and up B to get out of disadvantage for basically free. Meanwhile, Pink Cage has often been respecting that same instance from Sumgai, realizing that Pichu Nair is incredibly strong, but so is the Game & Watch Nair is able to kill. I mean, you're going to be seeing moves that shouldn't kill,
but are gonna.
But they do on Pichu.
Yeah, absolutely right. A Nair being able to kill, Pichu's back air nearly killing. Like, it's a crazy world we've got out here for this match, and I'm excited for it. It's going so extremely fast-paced right now. Some guy just going for him, chasing Game & Watch. Even though he's not going for his full conversion, he's still chasing him all around the stage, not able to kill with that.
Yeah, the haymaker, just catching the landing with that down smash. Looking for another one, gets upbeat for his troubles, but I mean, this just happens against Game & Watch, and you have to roll with the punches. You have to realize that Game & Watch can be hard to punish, but when you get those punishes, they matter more and more. And Pink Cage overextending with that high up B, getting punished accordingly. Oh, that's no way.
No, wow. Yeah, that's an unfortunate last stop right there for Pink Cage, but even just...
Yeah, like just a missed input, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, but just like even for some guy, just playing that neutral so well. Because obviously, like, Game & Watch, he's able to act out of his moves so quickly. But you just saw Pink Cage just whiffing a number of moves. Some guy's right there, right? Every time, he lands, he tries to go for the down air key on stage. Some guy's right there to take it into a combo, right? So incredibly good at just punishing, whatever aggressive option that Pink Cage is trying to take into it.
Yeah, he's all about he's playing this matchup like he has to.
Yeah.
Where it's all ground and it's all just speed.
Yes.
He's taking advantage of some of Pichu's base attributes first and foremost before he goes and tries to swing on Game & Watch. Because if you're swinging on Game & Watch haphazardly, you're almost begging to lose.
Again, really nice whip punish right there again, right? Again, every time Pink Cage is whiffing an option, some guy is right there to get a very nice follow-up. And what started off as a pretty nice start on this match for Pink Cage, all of a sudden is even.
Yeah. And it'll stay even as long as Pink Cage is trying to be really selective with how he goes about attempting to find stocks.
Yeah.
Landing on shield is always going to be an advantage for Pink Cage, though, and he's less trapped. Let's see what he's got. A bomb? No, a key.
Is some guy going to go to the other side? Yep, he's just going to go to the other stage, just avoid all the conflict over there, just reset the neutral, right? Try to get back into that neutral state that has been benefiting him so much in this set. Oh, really nice. Really nice catch with the down air.
And now we get to see the flip side. When some guy doesn't have a lead and is not forcing Pincage to come into him, what can some guy do?
Yeah.
Oftentimes, some guy's method of making comebacks is, well, I just have to kill off of these hits. I have to make my strings end in stops and not just damage.
Yeah.
But can he do that against Game & Watch, who is so defensively potent?
Right, absolutely.
I mean, jury's still out right now, but we're almost seeing them.
It's going to be incredibly tough because, look, if some guy misses an aggressive option to go for the kill, Game & Watch is right there with one of his own. Right? Obviously, Pichu is still at a low percent, but that doesn't mean that Game & Watch isn't going to carry you to the other side of the stage and go for something crazy himself. Really nice. Finally closes that stock out. He needed that. He needed to bring it back to evens.
Yeah, looking for the up air. Good DI on some guy's part to get out of some of these strings. 54% isn't too bad, but it'll start climbing really quick. Pichu's already effectively at death percent.
Yeah. Like, just already. Most anything at this point for... Yeah.
He was trying to scout out for a Trump Bear on Pichu's agility. That is a hard timing to hit, and he just barely missed it.
Yeah. Already. You see, now it looks like Pincage feeling a bit more comfortable, willing to go for those more aggressive options. Doesn't have the full stock lead, just... Oh, my...
They both buffered an air dodge.
That was a crazy interaction right there. But regardless, it's brought them to evens, which some guy needed, right? He needed to find a way to get back in that game. Not how I would have recommended he do it, but you know what? Whatever works, works. And we are on to this final stock.
I mean, the statement holds true. Don't DI against rats.
No.
They will combo into Thunder, and Pichu has an easier time doing it than Pikachu.
Definitely, right? And once some guy, look, we've been talking about how some guy's neutral has been so sharp, has been so on point. If some guy's down and he feels he has to go for those aggressive options, don't get it twisted. It's not like he's not going to make them count. He is still going to get a nice conversion off. The question is he going to hit it as reliably?
Yeah, but I mean, I really like how Pincage has kind of buckled himself down in this game, too, throughout it. And while that second stock was a shock and a half, you still can play that same game plan.
Absolutely.
It's what got you the lead at the start of the game, and it's what's giving you the lead now. Play safe. Play on your back foot. Know that Pichu has to approach you.
He is playing around these platforms so well right now, forcing Pichu to have to approach, and then is getting a really nice, like, uppy out of shield. Oh, beautiful.
That classic. That's a
classic.
It's a bait that's worked throughout Smash games.
Yes.
Dash in, dash out, see what they do about it. You're rolling, hard punish.
And those are the types of conversions you're really going to only see near the end of games and the end of sets. Once you've had time to analyze your opponent, try to figure out what they're going to be doing at ledge. And when you do, you're able to get beautiful conversions like that.
All right, game 3. One of our first game 3s of the block today. Well, we've had 2, like Joy-Con Boys, KGP, and some guy Pincage. With fitting that our game 3s are in winners quarterfinals when
love to see it.
They when they matter a little bit more, they get that little extra spice on them.
Definitely. So much to play for. You do not want to go into losers bracket in this bracket of killers because it is going to be, your run is going to be hard.
Yeah, already players like Christmas in losers.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, Christmas lost to Rob, which is kind of his Achilles heel, but I mean, still. We'll have to see how the rest of the bracket ends up falling out because there's 32 spots left still open, and both these two fighting for at least one of them.
Yeah.
And on Smashville, that means some guy has a lot more opportunity to get to center a lot quicker and a lot safer and avoid the bi-platform aerial camping that Pincage was doing on small battlefield.
Yeah, absolutely right. That camping from Pincage was really nice at the end. It helped him close out that game. Let's see if some guy can kind of, not have to worry about that as much on these plats.
Yeah, landing with downer yet again.
Yep.
It is. I mean, it's a Game & Watch classic.
Some
guy looking for punishes that a little bit too eager, missing some timings a little bit. I like that though. Punish the dash in after the up smash.
He was able to consistently get those punishes game 1. It didn't look like he was quite getting them game 2, and it's uncertain quite how he's doing in game 3. So he's really going to have to be patient. When the whiff punish is there, go for it. When it's not, you just can't force it against a character like Game & Watch.
That get-up attack was crazy, by the way. That was a ballsy get-up attack. But, I mean, when you got the stones to go for it, then this 2D man finds their way forward.
Definitely.
And at high percents like this,
oh, really nice right there, right? Again, we've talked so much about how light these characters are. Those conversions right there, hey, when you get them, you might as well go for it because it might kill against these light characters.
Yeah, throw something at the wall, see what sticks. And at a lead like this, Pichu can kind of uncork a little bit, and we know some guys got some crazy combos, some good strings, and an amazing flowchart. Pincage, how well can you lessen the damage?
Definitely.
Can you stop the bleeding?
Bit of a
Right
rare
now?
thunder right there by Sumgai earlier. He might be feeling himself a little bit, but maybe he shouldn't be, because that down air, which I feel like hasn't worked, it's been a bit on and off for Pincage in this set, he gets it there, and when he gets it,
Woo! Two framing with F smash. That is, hey, if there's a way to exploit Game & Watch recovery, it is during that two frame, because, hey, regardless of your invincibility or how quick you rise, that two frame is there, and it's at the same timing every time you see that upbeat.
Right, going for the more aggressive option, the F smash instead of just the F tilt. You can tell some guy with the thunder earlier, he's kind of feeling himself. He's must be kind of recovering from that game too, seeing what he did wrong, and now he's playing pretty nicely.
Getting to platform as much as possible is Sumgai, not trying to land on Game & Watch with these up Bs and with these up smashes all over the place. Still, Pincage, not a ton of damage on him, while Sumgai is getting more and more closer to the final stock situation. That back air not going to quite do it.
Not quite. It feels a little bit like Pincage is reverting maybe to some of his Game 1 habits. It feels like he's just throwing out a lot of moves that aren't quite hitting, that aren't quite in the position to be able to take out Sumgai. And again, Sumgai, when Pincage is whiffing these, he's been doing pretty good. Not quite as good as in Game 1, but he's still been doing pretty good at being able to take advantage and convert those into stocks.
Trying to base around, trying to use this platform. Hold on to this stock as much as possible.
Oh, really nice catch right there with the fair. That's safe, and it's going to take stocks occasionally, so why not go for it?
Sure. Air dodging the platform. Got to be careful with some of these T-jolts, but hey, when they've landed, they've been big damage.
Yeah.
Speaking of big damage, though, that's a quick 20 and more.
Definitely. Oh, really nice right there by Sumgai to be able to turn that disadvantage into just a really nice percent right there. And there's Sumgai.
He got the drag down, but missed the catch, and now we're seeing Pincage try to set up as many of these juggles as possible.
Yeah.
Back to center. Playing out of shield, it's a battle for center right now, and right now Pincage is currently winning. That percent is down to just a 9% deficit between the two players.
Absolutely. Sumgai, oh, he whiffs the up smash, but Sumgai not going to be able to get much off of it right there. Again, another F. He's throwing out so many up smashes. He's just trying dead.
Can they be punished?
Obviously, right? But it's obviously last stock, such high percent. Any of those F smashes kill, so he knows, well, I'll throw out 5 of them. If he's not punishing him, well, one of them might kill eventually. But Sumgai looking to take advantage right here. Sumgai's got control of center stage. Not quite going to kill just yet, but he's close. He's got Game & Watch a precarious situation right now.
Percents at this point don't really matter.
Is that it?
But if you go for
That's it right there.
You saw him air dodge in the blast zone. If you're going to do the same recovery route multiple times over, and this goes for both players, but Sumgai really found a lot of success in going to ledge later in that game because he knew that Pincage was trying to cover center stage. But Pincage frequently recovered high, frequently landed with down air, and always was trying to go to the platform. And while it is a great move, as long as you respect the hitbox on down air, a punish from the sides is free game.
I think I think he was going for a lot of those riskier options. I mean, you saw at the end he was throwing out a lot of up smashes. He was going for a lot of down airs. I mean, look, Game & Watch has a lot of moves that are very hard to punish. Not every move, though, right? You've still got to manage where you are on screen. You can't just be whiffing those attacks. And Sumgai, like you keep saying, right, that neutral of his is so good that when you start whiffing attacks on him, he's not going to let you get away with that. And we saw a little bit, in Game 2, he was letting him get away with it more, and a bit of Game 3. But once Sumgai locked down at the end of Game 3 to finally finish it off, it was over.
Yeah, he picked his spots incredibly well. And we're going to have to see more and more players pick their spots even better because we've got range and power on our side with Ranger coming up against Seabass.
Oh, here we go. Ranger and Seabass, a Rutgers student up against Seabass. I believe an alum. Yeah, he's an alumni. He still shows up to all of our events though.
Nice.
Yeah, these are two I've seen play a lot. Obviously, Seabass, your local Ganon, every region has to have one, and we have our friendly Seabass.